Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Grace Grella Show. I am Grace Grella, your intuitive host. And as always, we are here because it's all about you. We want to get you into the positive zone, give you the information you need in your lives, whether it's about your health, your finances, your family, your friends, the romance, the dearly departed, whoever it is that you need information from. Hey, we're here to deliver. And it's all in the positive zone. It's all to lift you up. So if you're watching and you'd like to have a question answered, hey, don't be shy. Call me at 516-629-3705 or 3715. And hey, if you want to be here live and up close and personal, we can arrange that too. Just shoot me an email at gracegrella@gmail.com and we'll make it happen for you. This show, hey, free for me, babe. Free from me too. There's no charge. So this is our pro bono work. This is all about love and making you happy. So if you want to be here, shoot me that email. You want to call, give me a call. It's whatever it takes to make you happy. We want that to happen. And Lord knows we need a lot more happy people on this planet with the way things have been going with Mercury retrograde and all the energies, the miscommunications and things being miscommunicated and electronics going kaflooey and your computers being frozen. My phone just froze and Mike had to run in here and rescue me, as he always does with my electronics. So it's all about going with the flow and getting that energy moving forward. So as of today, the autumn equinox, woohoo, fall is upon us. I love this season. And Jupiter, the planet Jupiter is going to the sign of Libra. Love, harmony, relationships. It's about time we sort all this out. And we'll sort it out for you. We can you get by with a little help from your friends here and the invisible entourage. It's my job. I don't mind doing it. I'm very blessed tonight. We have some very special goddesses in the house. And my first guest is the beautiful, the one and only Eileen Connors. Eileen, thank you so much for coming today.
Thanks for having me.
What a blessing to have you here.
Thank you.
And as you know, I always ask everybody their birthday, month and day, and so I can find out their astrological sign. And so I asked you before the show, so if you could just repeat it for me.
August 10th.
August 10th, lovable Leo. And I do the genuflect to the queen. Okay. So I've already briefed you about, I'll just do my Western Union thing, give you the information, and we can definitely, you can ask me specific questions because I really do want to make sure I hone in on what's important for you. Mm-hmm. All right. But I'd love to share the story about you had come into the offices and it was work related, and then bing, the angels give me a message, and you were gracious enough to allow me to deliver it to you, and about your brother.
Right.
And could you share that?
You said to me, who has the beach house in Maryland? And I said, well, my brother has a beach house in Avalon, which is, really along that same shore. So you said, well, you're going to see him soon. I said, oh, well, that would be great. And sure enough, I think it was about a week later, he called me and invited me to the beach house.
Yeah, isn't that wonderful?
It was great.
Yeah.
It was great.
But this was like really special because it had been like 5 years.
It had been a long time,
yeah.
Right.
So there had been it wasn't, it was just her brother, Grace could have just, anybody could have tuned into that,
right.
and whatever. So this wasn't something that was, it was outside of the predictable, really, And that's what I love about angels and spirit is they use things like that to get your attention. Mm-hmm. It's like, hello, Eileen, we're really here. We love you. We're, tell her this, and this is what I'm hearing in my head. You think it's easy being me? I got all these people in my head. So it's, I'm not even schizophrenic, I promise. So it's about above with love, I always say. From above with love. And right now I'm here to talk to you about Michael. And around Michael, I'm hearing that this is somebody that is going to be contacting you, and there's an occasion, either it's a wedding or a celebration that would be held at a catering hall. I'm seeing that. I'm hearing that you'll be invited, or you'll find out about it this November.
Okay.
Okay. And so you can let me know about that one
Okay.
too.
Okay.
Also, I want to say that there's something to do with Karen. And around the name of Karen, I feel that this is someone that you're going to be interacting with, I want to say business, but then it becomes social.
Okay.
All right. And this is everybody that comes into our lives, a reason, a season, a lifetime. And this person, once she enters into your life, it will be like she'll always be in your life.
Okay.
Right. So it's going to be lovely. Their angels are also showing me something to do with, they're saying hit the deck. And I keep seeing, are you building a deck in the backyard or?
I'm not, but it's something that I have been thinking about.
Okay. They're saying hit the deck, and they're
Okay.
laughing, and they're saying
Okay.
you should just move forward with this. And they're saying that if you're worried about property taxes, that there's a way to do it where it's just like 2 inches and it's not attached to the house itself. And so you wouldn't have to pay the money, because the angels are laughing and they're saying, tell her not to worry about money.
Okay.
All right. So
That's
there's
good.
always, well, there's a will, there's a way. Okay. And it'll be beautiful and safe, they said. All right. Now, there's also something to do. Now, you have 2 daughters, do you?
No, 3.
Oh, you have 3 daughters. All right. They're talking about 2 of your daughters with a trip and going away together. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad. They're laughing. So 2 of your daughters are going to be planning a trip.
Okay.
And this is to Europe. And I want to say that this is going to be next year. And you're not to worry. The angels will be watching over them. Safe, sound, air travel, skateboard, no matter what mode of transportation they're going to be utilizing, they'll be safe and sound.
Okay.
You're to know that in advance. Also, there's something to do. Now, you have a very prestigious job, Eileen. You're a brilliant woman. You know, not just a pretty face. You have the brains to back that up. And but there's something to do with a promotion for you.
Okay.
Okay. And that this is going to be offered to you, or you'd be hearing about it before this calendar year is over with.
Okay.
All right. And so as much as I would detest losing you because, you know, you're so fabulous, you know, sometimes you just have to go onward and upward. All right. And so I think it's, but it's indicative of your industry, they're saying. It's, you know, you move on the fast track. You know, either you're in limbo for years and years and years, or you're on the fast track. And they said
Okay.
you're on the fast track now.
That's interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
And a lot of that has to do with the mergers that have been going on. All right. And so very high visibility for you. So they're saying to congratulate you in advance on your promotion that's
Wow.
right around the corner.
Okay.
They're also talking about something to do with a did you have an aunt Sheila or Shelley or you know, this is really weird. They're showing me Australia. So I don't know if you had an aunt that came from Australia or lived there, or had there was some sort of Australian blood going through her veins, or married one, or whatever this is. This woman's in spirit. She's like one of your guardian angels. And I keep hearing Sheila. And I don't know if that was her name or not. I think they said that to get me to mention Australia, to be honest with you. They play Let's Get Grace's attention, and then, you know, I give you the information, then 3 weeks later, boom, it happens, or you
Right.
understand it.
Right.
This person was on your mother's side of the family,
Okay.
right? And when she passed, it was because of breast cancer. And she was 78 when she passed. And somebody's going to be talking about her. So this is going to be your proof that,
Okay.
you know, I'm not making it up. She's really, you know, like one of your angels watching over you. Also, that there's something to do with, were you supposed to go to Rhode Island? Did somebody invite you to go to Rhode Island recently?
Not Rhode Island, no.
All right.
No.
There's going to be an invitation, right, for you to, and it's a family thing, for you and your family,
Okay.
for you to go to Rhode Island, but I think it's through your husband.
Okay.
okay? Either somebody he knows or through work or something along these lines, right? Now, who's the attorney in the family? Joe? Joseph?
No.
I see the symbol for law. I hear the name Joe. So, and I keep hearing that this is someone that is going to be very beneficial to the family in regards to property. So he must be a real estate attorney.
Okay.
Okay. And this additional property that you and your husband are going to be investing in.
Okay.
All right, sometime between now and the end of August of next year. Now, is your husband complaining about lower back aching or anything like that?
Sometimes he does, yeah.
All right, because they're showing me his lower lumbar, and they said there's a disc that's askew.
Okay.
All right, and so sometimes all you have to do is sneeze, and it just goes in the wrong direction. They're saying that massage therapy would be brilliant for him.
Okay.
Okay. And they're also saying that he's got to be consciously aware when he's lifting or moving things about taking his time and doing it slowly, right? But he's like he forgets about all that.
Right.
He doesn't, you know. So it has to be a conscious thought that he has to force himself to remember. They're also saying that there's something to do. Does he need glasses?
He
your
does.
husband?
He does.
Is he a little vain? Does he not want to get these glasses?
He just doesn't want to go to the eye doctor.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So it's just the lazy. I don't feel like going to.
Right.
Well, they're impressing that he can look very handsome in these glasses. That's how to get to him. Oh, honey, but you'd wear them so well, or you'd look so distinguished, or you'd look so handsome. Flattery will get you to get him to take care of it. All right. And that's pretty good. I mean, other than that, he's healthy. God bless.
Yep,
So, what a
definitely.
blessing.
Definitely.
Truly. Also, who is Sandra? Sandy or Sandra to you?
I have a client.
All right. And is there been some sort of a major change in regards to this person's either investments or catalog or something? There's something to do with a major change or a major shift. That this is going to be beneficial for you, that you either recommend the right thing, and she profits by this financially,
Okay.
and so it's going to spread like wildfire. I think that this could be one of the pivotal reasons that you're on the fast track with this promotion.
Okay.
All right, you're very intuitive as well. You're very gifted as well. So this isn't anything new to you. You've learned to play your cards close to the vest, as my grandmother would say. And so she said, do you have Scottish blood in you?
Yes.
That's why. The Scotch-Irish, my grandfather has, that's where I get that blood from. They're very protective. They're very, they won't even speak to you unless they know who you are, what your background is, and where your family's from. So it's a good trait. And this is, especially in your business, it's like, oh, she's going to take care of me, and I don't have to worry that she's going to blab to everybody and tell them what I'm doing with my money.
Right, right.
So this builds you your brilliant, a stellar reputation, your intuitive awareness, knows when to move things, where it should be directed. A lot of people of wealth will be coming to you because it's going to, like wildfire. They're going to be talking amongst themselves, and so this is great. And you'll notice this especially in the next 2 months.
Okay.
All right, so it's good.
Okay.
Now, do you have a dog?
I don't.
I keep seeing this little puppy. And usually when they show me this, it's a sign of A, you have one, B, if you don't, you will. All right, I'm just the messenger.
Okay.
All right, but it looks like one of those short-haired dogs, not a big, fluffy Labrador or a collie or anything like that. All right, so let's move on.
Okay.
There's something to do also. Are you lease a car?
I do.
And is your lease up for renewal?
Not yet. Not yet.
You might turn it in early. They're showing me a brand new leased car.
Okay.
So I just delivered that.
Okay.
What else you want me to tell her? Oh, they're saying they want to hear from you, darling. They want to know where, who, or where would you like further insight information?
Well, you gave me some. I was going to ask you about my career,
Right.
and I'd like some more information about the future of my family.
Okay.
If
in specific, where do you want me to start?
With my children,
Okay. And who do you want me to start with first?
the oldest,
Okay. And I need the birthday, month, and day?
August 15th.
Ah, another Leo. And
April. I'm sorry, April.
Oh.
April 15th.
Oh, okay. Aries, still fire sign.
Tax, baby.
Okay. All right. Now she's currently married.
No.
I'm seeing wedding band.
Okay.
All right. When I see a wedding band and someone is not currently married, you can take it to the bank, pardon the pun, bada boom. You can take it to the bank, they're going to get engaged or be planning a wedding within a year's time frame.
Oh, wow.
So sometime between now and the end of September of 2017, there'll be an engagement ring or, commitment, right, for that. I think that this is something she's yearning for. And Aries girls are very independent. I know I'm an Aries myself, but it's all about the sharing. And now that everything's going to Libra, Libra is the balance, harmony, partnerships. Everybody's feeling the vibe. It's all about love, and who do I have to share that with? And for her, it's wanting to get married and having children. She really wants to have children. I don't know if has she talked to you about that? Has she mentioned that to you?
Definitely. Yes.
Yeah. Okay,
yes.
good. Now, do twins run in your family genetically?
No, they don't.
That's wild, because maybe it's going to be her husband's side then genetically, because I
Okay.
see her with twin girls.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Okay. Beautiful, healthy, happy, right? No worries. There's also something to do with, now does she work in Manhattan right now?
She does.
Okay.
She does.
The angels are showing me her career-wise in Manhattan, and this is where Mr. Wonderful is, or her husband to be. Okay.
Okay, that's
And
good.
I feel like she's already dating him, or she knows him, or he's been around. This isn't somebody new. Okay. And so it's just a matter of popping the question, they
Okay.
said.
Okay.
All right. And now there's also the next child,
It's
her name?
Abby,
Abby, and her birthday, month and day?
October 28th.
Ah, the Scorpio. Okay. So Abby the Scorpio, naturally gifted. You never have to worry about Scorpios. Their strength is like beyond the beyond. But she's had a bit of a tussle the last couple of years. Right? I don't want to say the last 3. Right? It's been a little rough for her emotionally, and this angst. And it's, the mother's intuition that you have. She doesn't even have to verbalize it. You two are on the same wavelength. And all it takes is that glance, and and you sense it, and you feel it with her. But it's smooth sailing is on the way for her. So Abby is going to recognize that it's like Dorothy Gale. I won't go looking for happiness any further than my own backyard. And that's where it really is. So her really coming to terms and grips with what she wants in her life, what truly makes her happy, what's really important. All right. And does she work in a very I don't mean this in a negative way, but in a superficial line of work, makeup, glamour,
No.
fashion, anything
No.
like that?
No. She's working in a coffee shop.
All right, there's something to do with her recognizing that, okay, I know it's real, but it's okay to dress it up and have it be pretty. Okay? So, in other words, without being superficial, finding substance in, all right, this is how I express my true beauty. You know what? They're showing me the Dove commercial, the True Beauty campaign. So it's her getting involved in assisting others in bringing out the best that they can be.
Okay.
And saying to them, it's not superficial. Everybody wants to feel their best, look their best, that kind of thing. She's such a sweetheart.
She is.
Oh, the love this girl has for humanity. You did a great job with her.
Thank you.
Right? So the best is yet to come, and she's going to start seeing it even within a matter of months.
Good.
All right. Next one.
The baby, November 7th.
Ah, 2 Scorpios. First name?
Claire.
Claire. Claire. She's brilliant. She should be a writer. Does she do blogs? Does she keep a journal? Does she diary, anything like this?
No.
Maybe not yet.
Right.
Right? But the writer in her, the storyteller in her, she has that Scorpio insight that they just zoom in and get right down to the real nitty gritty and can weave the story, and it's almost as if she's casting a spell. I almost want to say like Ms. Rollins did with the Harry Potter books, right? So her evolving into this God-given gift as a writer, definitely within a 10-year time frame.
Okay.
Right? But right now, I think she just wants to is travel or travel. She's got the travel bug. She wants to go and see and do. And
She does.
Yeah.
She definitely does.
And does she have a passport? She needs one, I'm hearing.
She does. She has a passport.
Okay, good. She's going to need it because, well, they just said earlier that she and one of her sisters are going to go to Europe.
Well, she asked to go to Europe on this spring break trip for next Easter.
Oh, okay. So this isn't so crazy. Okay.
No.
Oh, phew. All right. All right. Good.
I haven't said yes yet, but she asked.
Oh, okay. You're going to say yes. You know you will.
Probably.
I think the angels wanted to let
I
you
need the
know that they were
promotion
going to be
for that.
safe and sound and all would be well. So, you know, it's like, so give the girls a break. They'll be fine, Mom. You know, one of those things. And you can FaceTime them. God
Right.
bless modern technology. You know,
Right.
honey, you don't have to worry. You could just FaceTime them. All right, you know, what are you doing with that Agus over there? Okay. So it'll be safe, sound, no worries, and a brilliant trip. I do want to say that there's something to do with the youngest and music. Either this is very cathartic for her, or she decides that she wants to take voice lessons. Scorpios are just magnetizing. They can do anything and everything they set their minds to.
Okay.
And they're aware of this magic. They really are. So it's them finding that inner light and that inner motivation. And once they direct it, stand back, world, here they come. And that's for all Scorpios.
Okay.
But your daughter is especially. You know, you've done, well, you're Leo, so you've got that regal energy of don't be beholden to anybody. You know, take care of yourself, have your independence, and that's always good. You don't be at the mercy of anybody.
Right.
You know, so i.e. a man's paycheck. Okay, so it's you raising these brilliant independent women. They're going to be great. They already are. You know, to try to ease a mother's concerns and say, you know, you've done your job, hang in there, don't be nervous. You know, that's what from love from above is coming your way right now. Now, were you pretty close to your grandma, your mother's mother?
Yes.
Yeah. And she's passed, is this correct?
Correct.
Yeah. And was this like within a 5-year time frame?
Yes.
Okay. Because she steps forward. And she said, well, she was being polite, you know. She said, she's talking to me in my head. She goes, I was being polite and letting you do your thing for your show, but it's my turn now, she said, you know. And quite the lady, all right, her energy. And she keeps showing me white linen handkerchiefs and with initials sewn into them. Either, do you have this? Do you have one of
She
those?
had a lot of linens, you know, good linens in her house.
Yeah.
I have some of them.
Okay. She said to check because there's one of them has her initials that she embroidered herself, and she says there's something special there for you. So sometimes they'll do that. Like you'll go into your linen closet and say, oh yeah, I remember these are grandma's linens or whatever. And then you go to refold them, boom, something drops out, and it could be a flower petal or, you know, it doesn't have to be $1 million bill or anything like that. But, you know, just something that opens up your awareness that they're really there with you, and that's what she's trying to get across to you, that she's with you. She's got you back, right? She's watching over you, and there's something to do with making hot chocolate, either when you were a little girl or. Maybe you didn't like it, or she's making a joke about this.
Is that right?
Yeah, like you didn't want to like this. Like she's asking me, did you ever know a little girl that didn't like hot chocolate? You know, around Christmas time.
Okay.
All right, and there's a picture of you as a little girl with her. Your mother's in the photo as well, and there's like a kitchen table. Who had the yellow kitchen or the yellow table?
It could have been my mother.
Okay, somebody's going to resurrect this photo, and that's going to be another confirmation, or that your grandmother's really with you and loving you. Okay, and don't go away, everybody. I don't know where time goes. We're in a time warp here, but if you're watching live, come back. We'll be here for another half hour. And if you're watching on the internet, don't go away. We'll be back. And if you want to call in, I know Mercury's going direct today. We shouldn't have problem with the telephone lines. But the phone number here is 516-629-3705 and 3715. Personally, I think it didn't ring because your grandmother wanted me to focus on you, and so she put the kibosh on the phone line. So, and they can do that too. They're brilliant with electronics, and that's why your lights will flicker, or your radio will all of a sudden boop, pop on, and you're nowhere near it. And she loves doing things like that with you.
Wow.
So that's another thing to take notice of.
Okay.
Hey, everybody, we love you. Stay in the positive zone. And if you're, as I said, if you're watching live, hang in there. We'll be right back. And until the next time, just stay in the positive zone with the love.